Yesterday, we reflected upon the Findlay basketball season of perfection, a championship campaign that the Oilers will celebrate when they return from the holiday break to host Olivet on Saturday. Of course, that championship pedigree creates a level of expectation for every team that has followed, including this year's squad, out to a 9-2 start despite graduating 3 of their 4 leading scorers from a year ago. Tonight, our Matt Zigai has more on this year's team and the chapter they're trying to add to the Oilers' history books.
It's been another hot start for the Findlay Oilers men's basketball team, which to some people is quite a surprise. So far, they've proved their doubters wrong as they are tied atop the GMAC conference with a 9-2 record, and they're ranked 23rd in the D2 polls.
That's one thing that we've said at the beginning of the year is Findlay is kind of a tradition thing. Like, we don't rebuild, we reload. That's kind of how we looked at this season.
What we do have is a lot of individual players that have a lot of confidence in themselves and in one another. So it's been a pleasant surprise. We've played a really tough schedule, and I'm really excited for this team that we've been able to put together the start we have.
The Oilers lost their 2 leading scorers from last season in Martise Kimbrough and Terrence Sullivan, both of whom are playing pro ball. The departures have forced others to step up, and so far, they are doing just that.
Both my freshman and sophomore year, that was my matchup, was Martise, and obviously that's a tough matchup for anyone. And so just kind of taking parts of his game that I like and keeping parts of my game that I like was kind of super beneficial for me.
Trey and I have definitely, I think, done a good job of leading our guys, and I think that our guys would, back us up with that. But, in the end, it's 5 guys on the court, and I think we've been doing a great job of coming back.
The Oilers' first goal is to win the conference and then follow that up with a GMAC tournament victory. This team believes that they're certainly capable of that and maybe even more.
At this point last year, I think at that point we were all thinking, NCAA tournament for sure. But I think those are the expectations this year.
I think we can be national champions at the end of the day. We've been in positions to kind of take the next step. We went to the Sweet 16 the last 2 years, and so I think that this team's ready to make that next step.
That's everyone's goal when you're playing college basketball. Making it to the Sweet 16 last year, it's back-to-back actually, but that was a really cool experience, and obviously you want to go farther than that. So a big goal of ours this year is to make it to the Elite 8, and we're going to keep working hard. We're going to do all we need to do to get there.
In Findlay, Matt Zigai, your News Now Sports.